boom, bada bang. Bada boom, bada bang. Bada boom, ba boom, ba boom. Oh, hello, people. Perhaps tonight we don't get any viewers, and you might be one of the lucky few to come check this out later on. And I just want to say hello to you. Welcome to the Chad Marco Studios. Woo! Now, give me a second. Let me conduct a little bit of research. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely, definitely, most definitely. Yeah, this is it. This is the stuff. You ever just make a thread and then check it out later and be like, oh, damn, people replied. So here we are again, just a quiet Thursday, Wednesday. I don't know what day it is, but I really didn't have a plan for this. I said I'll just hop on and surprise everybody. I got a new background here. You got you see my name there, Chad Marco? Huh? Hey. I'm hooking up the view here. I got a background. Hold up. Check this out. Ooh. Whoa. That is awesome. Oh, great. Well, I've got nothing really to do, so I'll read a thread on 4chan. So here we have a thread, right? So this guy is saying, I really just want to use a girl as an object because I'm shy. Somebody replies, both of those people are God. It's a picture of facial abuse, and the guy is just fucking the shit out of some tormented soul, right? He is torturing us in hell by making us watch Chad NPCs have sex. This reality never existed without screens. The world is only around 40 years old. Everyone older than this is a certified NPC. Most young people are NPCs too. The nonsense you might find on 4chan people. I really just want to be used by a girl as an object. Oh, that's great. Yo, Deviant Shinobi, welcome to the stream. I'm sitting here trying to wing it. I got no plans. I said I'll just stream because it's the end of the month and it's been a while. So I'm just here uh kneading it up, waiting for you, in fact. Deviant Shinobi. How are you doing right now, Deviant? Are you doing fantastic? Remember, all you film bots out there, all moids think like this. They are incapable of love. Oh, that's just great. Oh, just got off the shower. Fantastic. Oh man, that's. Oh, me too. Why do you think my hair looks so glistening? Oh yes. Well, we're happy to have you here over in the Chad Marco studios. Welcome to the Neat and Chill. Feel free to relax. We don't have any snacks or any festivities. We're just hanging out. Maybe for about an hour, hour and 30. I'm trying to start doing more like live streams like this on YouTube though. I'll still be streaming mostly on Twitch, but I gotta pop in on YouTube every now and then. Oh man. Oh, my favorite. They got the 30 plus virgin threads. Wanted to know, since you started going to the gym a few months ago, what is your routine like? Oh man. Well, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10K. Nah, that's the One Punch Man meme. Let me get serious real quick. When I go to the gym, when I go to the gym, first thing I do when I show up, I start doing some stretching, right? I heard a pop. I stretch first, maybe for about 5 minutes or so, doing all types of shit, just stretching out. And then I alternate between like curls and push ups. So I'll do, let me see, like I'll do I usually when I do curls, right, I'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Then I'll stop for a second and I'll do like the last few reps with both arms at the same time and then put it down. Then rest a little bit. And when I say rest, like I don't rest by sitting down. When I rest, I'm doing the bounce. This is how I rest. This is my rest right here. Right? And then I get down and I do about 50 push-ups. So I curl, rest, 50 push-ups, rest, curl, rest, 50 push-ups, rest, curl, right? So I do that like four, five, or six times, depending. Now, it depends though, right? The more cute girls are in there, the more motivated I feel. so if it's a pretty gym thought somewhere in the vicinity, then instead of doing four, I might do five or six. It's the cheerleader effect. Also depends on how I'm feeling and shit like that. That's how I start off. Like that's really like the warm up. Then I might go and hit one of the machines. They got like different machines, and like they got the one where you push down. I love the pull down machine. That's my favorite. I might hit that and do like 3 sets of 15 or something like that. Let me see. They also got I forgot what it's called, but when you grab it like this and you bring it together and then boom, boom, boom. So I might hit one of the machines after that. And by that point, my arms are really tight, like super tight. And so I need to switch it up. And then typically I go hit the elliptical for about 20 minutes. I hit the elliptical for about 20 minutes. And depending on where my legs are at, that depends on the intensity that I'll set that workout to. But usually it'll be about 20 minutes. Now see, by the end of that, I've probably been there for maybe 50 minutes to an hour. Let me see. Yeah. Then I'll hit the locker room and I'll rest a little bit, maybe for like 5 to 10 minutes. Let me think. Then after that, what I love to do is to go hit the bench press. But this is also something that depends because depending on how crowded the gym is, there might be too many people using it, right? If there are too many people using the bench press machine, like they only got like four setups, right? They only got eight. They only got four setups, right? So if there are too many people, I'm fucked. I gotta do something else. But usually after that, I like to hit the bench press, and then I'll do that for about 15, 20 minutes, and then I might move over to another like arm machine. Um, and maybe after that, it just depends. Usually after that, like that's really what I go there for. After that, I might start freestyling a little bit. So from there, it's just up in the air. I just kind of do whatever the fuck I want to do after that. But most of the time when I go for about an hour and 45 minutes. Hour and 30. I say on average, I go to the gym for about an hour and 45 to 2 hours because I got nothing better to do. But not really like the greatest, most meticulously structured workout for sure. Um, but it's something. It's something. I'm definitely trying to add to it to try to get a better like variety of shit in there. But that's what I typically do. That's what I typically do. And you know, it keeps me. I would show off the guns right now, but we're in fall and winter, so. And that's my routine. And of course, I just started running again too. I just started running again. I'm getting my running legs back under me. Oh, I would do that, but ooh. You know, I've always wanted to kind of do a live scrolling of 4chan. I've always wanted to do a live scrolling of 4chan, but the shit that you find up there, you just never know. It's for the best that I don't. Oh my god, is that AI generated? Damn. You can't see the screen, right? Okay. Okay. I had to make sure. Boy, that was a little risque. My God. So I'm looking at this thread here. One of my favorite regular threads to see. It's a 30 plus virgin thread. This is where I belong. Let me see if I can find something interesting here. All right, so this guy here is a 32-year-old kissless, handholdless virgin massage therapist. 6'1", posted his face many times. Having very bad social awareness and perhaps low emotional intelligence as well. That's the only reason. Some people here call it autism, but not going to call myself autistic when I was at a child psychologist when I was 6 to 8 years old and they couldn't label me. In life, what matters the most to have a relationship with another person is for the other person to be able to digest your communication. So if you have a lot of positive feelings and want to be with someone, then that is never enough. People see wags on the outside, never on the inside. It just sometimes when I read posts now, I worry if it's like an AI bot. Cause this, at first it sounded normal. Now, wait a minute, what are the replies? Let me see. Maybe that was just like a typo or something. People see wags on the outside, never on the inside. You need to be able to communicate in the right way. There are no shortcuts besides being basically 9 plus 10 in attractiveness. That's true. 7 or 8 out of 10 while displaying some autistic looking traits in communication or body language is not going to make women chase you. That's me. That's me. Oh, God. Being a 7 out of 10 while being charismatic and neurotypical makes you unstoppable in terms of finding a girlfriend. See, this is a 30 plus virgin thread. I'm just kind of maybe I can bring it up on the screen because I don't see other than that big titty Asian girl. I don't see anything. I don't see anything too crazy. But man, I would hate for, oh God. Just some big titties. Like they're covered up, but I feel like they might even just be too big anyway. Oh Lord. Oh, this is fantastic. This is great. This is great stuff here. How did you end up in this situation? My own fault, honestly. I rejected intimacy, love, sex, and anything related to this because I saw it as a weakness. Now I am all alone in this world. I hate being a dumbass narcissist. Oh man, that's kind of sad. 30 years old, I live with me mom, and I have no diploma or job experience or driver's license. Anyone as developmentally disabled as me, I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close there, man. Oh, now here's a badass. Not OP here, but here's what I can tell you. Love is actually not the important part about life. It is something we just create out of thin air to make ourselves believe that love, sex, and intimacy would magically solve all of our issues, which is not. So here's my advice. If you don't have a hobby, get one. It can make you somewhat busy and most likely make you feel partially fulfilled. Hmm. Oh God. Bones points if you find your bonus points AI. If you find yourself a social hobby like hockey or photography, I've had the same thought as you do, and I still till this day don't regret my choices. I think he makes a good point. I wouldn't say love is actually not an important. Um, Let me change position here so I can look into the look into the camera. But yeah, I wouldn't say love is not an important part of life. But what he says about having a hobby you can be passionate about, that's definitely true. It'll give you a sense of fulfillment in life. Autistic. Autistic plus massively stunted social development due to aforementioned autism and my abusive mother who didn't let me leave my room. By the time I was 12, I was 5 years behind all the other kids who already thought I was weird. So I never caught up. I just got worse. Then the World Wide Web came out and I disappeared into it. Found something awful, which led into 4chan. And well, here I am. I remember when I found 4chan. Oh boy. I think I was looking for Futanari or some dumb shit like that. Kimosabi, welcome to the stream. We're just neating and chilling. Nothing crazy. I'm reading off some post in a Virgin thread on R9K. This is a pretty good thread though. Oh man. I thought I was special when I turned into a 30-year-old virgin. Then I go to this thread. Threads like these just reminds me, like, damn, I'm not doing shit. Here we have 37-year-old electrical engineer and never begun. Have tried from the age of 20 and never had any success with women. I'm the opposite of socially savvy. Have fucked about 40 No, you don't count. I fucked about 40 hookers. Bitch. I hate when guys do that. They don't count the hookers. You got to count the hookers, bro. Sex is sex. Sex is sex. You got to count the hookers, man. I just think it's too big of a difference. It's too big of a difference between somebody that has never had sex and someone who definitely has sex. Like, what vagina smells like, dude. Like, that's just I'm sitting here, I don't know what it smell like, feel like. Did somebody call him out on that? So, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna read this. Okay. 25-year-old wizard here. I don't like that because back in my day, as a virgin veteran, you used to have to be 30 to even get recognized as a wizard. 25, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. 25-year-old wizard here. What can you veterans share in order for me not to want to kill myself today? Damn. Well, if I was in the thread, hold up. He got some advice though. So, oh, this is great. This guy says, masturbate, masturbate, masturbate. Okay, I can agree with that. Don't fantasize about relationships. If you catch yourself falling in love with the idea of some women, stop immediately, busy yourself, play MMOs, work out compulsively, go bird watching. If you're busy, you ain't thinking. I mean that's okay, but I think that's more so like distracting yourself from the realities of your pain. I don't think that's really quite healthy. I think you got to get to the source, man. You got to get to the. But again, it's like, you know, everybody's not like me. I got to remember that everybody's not like me. I was always destined to be this way. Um, hmm. Okay. I'm trying to think. What would I tell this guy? What would I tell this guy? I like the masturbate, masturbate, masturbate advice, but we got to go deeper than that. We got to do better than that, man. We can't just be telling guys, "Hey, just jack off." Um, Gratitude. Yeah, I just remembered it. Gratitude. That's the main thing. You got to appreciate the things that you have. Let's have a serious moment here. You got to appreciate all the wonderful things that you have to be thankful for. You know, I like looking at fucked up shit cuz looking at fucked up shit reminds me of how good I have it, right? Like when you go back and you look at a time period like World War II, I mean, motherfuckers dying by the millions all over the world, right? You got the war between Germany and Russia, as well as the other allies. You got Japan going to China and fucking them up. I mean, just imagine living in a time period like that. Mothers losing their young boys, wives losing their husbands, and sisters losing their brothers, children losing their fathers, and women being raped all over the place. Very, very, very terrible times, right? And then on top of that, you got the constant threat of bombardment. You know, bombs could come flying down, landing on your fucking head, blowing your shit up, right? It's a terrible time. You look at, look at, you hear that? That's peace. That's calm. I'm not worried about bombs falling on my house. I'm worried about like thug niggas like robbing me and shit. But yeah, that's a whole nother, right. But the point is though is that I think people don't really understand how good they have it sometimes. The value of peace, the value of shelter, the value of an abundance of food, the value of opportunity, the value of your family and the people around you. You know, if somebody asked me that question, that's what I would give them. You know, things like masturbation, um, playing MMOs, let's call it video games, stuff like, that's fun. That's fun stuff, like, to make your life fun and enjoyable and shit. But you got to get to the root cause of what would make somebody feel like I'm not getting pussy. I need to blow my fucking brains out, and that's what I would suggest. You got to go deeper than that, not just focus on the superficial shit that distracts you from the pain. Why do you feel that pain? Why are you ungrateful for your position in life? I'm not saying you should settle. I'm not saying you should just completely accept things as they are, but give yourself a new perspective, man. Oh man, I'm good. I'm good. Like I should be like the Virgin Chancellor. I should be like the Virgin Chancellor, man. Hold up. Yeah, I'm on R9K, looking at a 30 plus Virgin thread, and trying to give my input. Juniper, Juniper, Juniper. I don't remember you, but hello, redo. Welcome, Samurai. The opening scene of Saving Private Ryan always reminds me to try to be grateful for having a peaceful life. I never seen the movie, but I'm assuming the movie begins with them in the boats, getting ready to charge on the beach and get shot the fuck up. The meat grinder, one of the original meat grinders. Ooh, yeah. Just imagine that shit. God, you're in the boat with your little machine gun, and you got your helmet and your army clothes, and you're trembling. Y'all, I mean, you ain't even got piss left to piss out. You done shit yourself. All that is done. You done shit yourself. You piss yourself. What do you got left? But the fear. Surrounded by guys you barely know. And you're coping in your mind like it can't be that bad, right? And then the door opens and shit, and motherfuckers getting shot beside you. Y'all ain't even left the boat, and motherfuckers getting shot. And it's like, and you probably just get down and just try to hide under bodies and shit. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Terrible, absolutely terrible, right? And really, you don't even have to go back that far. I mean, look at the Ukraine right now, dude. Like Ukraine is going through a meat grinder situation right now. You have young men being forced to fight a war that they might not even want to fight. You know, I always say I believe that the draft and conscription is absolutely immoral. I think men, you know how women get together to change shit? That's something that men need to do. we we really need to stop everything and be like, no more draft. That's kind of immoral. It's kind of wrong to force people to fight against their will. My whole thing is this. I know I'm kind of going on a tangent now, but you know, we always talk about the Second Amendment and gun rights and shit like that. We got to have our guns so that we're protected against government tyranny. That makes sense, right? But if you think about it, okay, well, you got your guns. How about we start a war and just draft you dumb niggas and force you into the meat grinder, right? That's almost as effective as like just taking the guns away. Instead of taking your guns, we'll just send you to war to die. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I think that's something that we kind of need to get together and think about, this whole conscription thing. You don't want to die for some bullshit. You don't want to die in some war for a country you don't even believe in. You know, so that's all I'm saying. But point is, young men in Ukraine and Russia, you know, I mean, they're having losses on both sides, but the Ukrainians, they're losing like, whoa. I mean, just imagine some of those young men were anticipating Persona 3 remake, right? And then it's like, oh, we're pulling you out of your mom's basement and you're going to go charge the front line. Oh my God, dude. What do I have to complain about? I'm sitting here awaiting Persona 3 remake while my Ukrainian brothers are getting blown up. They'll never hear the Persona 3 OST remixes. You get that? Gotta understand that. What do I have to complain about? I'm sitting here comfortable. Okay. Oh, man. Bro, looking back on the podcast, I was retarded as fuck. Juniper, are you the... Are you June? You're not June, right? I gotta know now. I don't know. We'll find out on the next episode of. Yes, it's a brutal scene. I never seen the movie. I never seen it. I've played Conker's Bad Fur Day, which did a parody of the movie in that initial scene. And yeah, goddamn, dude. Just thinking about it. Just thinking about that shit. But yeah, again, That's part of the reason why I don't lose my goddamn mind over some bullshit like not getting pussy. What? You seen the pictures of like some of the guys in the Ukraine who got all blown up and shit, like half their face gone, legs gone, arms gone and shit. Dude, what do I have to complain about? I can do this. Ah, bro, I just kind of chilling. I actually can't watch the podcast because I can't stand hearing my voice. But oh, it's June. We got a celebrity, a fan favorite. You know, I gotta say, out of everybody I interviewed, I think you might have been the favorite, to be honest. I think you might have been the favorite for sure. Oh man. Mm-mm. Hold on, let me take a. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Oh. Ba ba bum. Bum ba ba bum. Bum ba ba bum. Bum ba ba bum. Oh, hold up, webcam. June. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see you too. I can't even lie. But you were a fan favorite. I think everybody. Wait, hold up. Let me see what you said there. I turned 19 in October. Gonna study biology in college in January. Have a minor cat addiction right now, just as an update. Oh man. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be doing this more often, so make sure you come and check me out, subscribe, and send a super chat. Yo, Chad, you growing out the stash because of November, and are you gonna shave it? You don't like the stash? You don't like the stash? My facial hair actually grows kind of fast though. Like I think I shave about once a week. If I let it grow for about maybe a month or so, I would be looking kind of like manly, kind of masculine, you know. But I like my boyish good looks, you know. I guarantee you, if we ever have a draft, there will be a lot of AWOL. Yep. Hey, guilty. Yeah, it's like I said in the why I'm voting for Donald Trump video. I never felt more disgusted with the country I live in. I gotta be honest, man. To die for this country in its current state would just be, it would just be a joke. It would be Sad. Like there's no way, And I always felt like for the longest time that if it came down to it, if I felt passionate about the war, oh, oh, I, I always I always said if I felt passionate about the war, like I sign up and get blown up for America. But for the first time in my life, I don't feel like America is a country worth dying for, man. And that's a terrible feeling. That's not a that's like it's no laughing matter. It's a terrible feeling when you don't really trust the government and the administration. Like that's it's like damn. Like the ground I stand on feels tainted. It's terrible. But congratulations, June, going to study biology in college. You're not even going to be doing like some bullshit. Right? You're not even going to be doing like some bullshit like what, women's studies, liberal arts. You're going in for the hardcore shit. That's cool. Oh, but wait, if you're broke, are you going to go into student loan debt to go to school? I mean, look, I'm not one to cancel you on this, but I've heard a lot of people suggest against that. You low key looking like Lando. Ooh, chemo, stop. God damn, Billy D. Hold up. Speaking of Star Wars, though. Ooh, yeah. Oh, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. I've been thinking about what to play next on the gaming channel. Spoiler alert, is near Automata. But I do plan on doing that new, not new, but that Star Wars game up there. Yo! God Nova in the building. I wish I had a soundboard. I would just. Oh man, righteous. I'm gonna get him on the botcast one day for sure. It's community college, nigga. I get financial. Oh, great, smart, smart. Because college is very expensive. A lot of people have gone into student loan debt going to college. I call it college. You got community college, then you got college. Right? And a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to go to a 4 year at the expense of their parents, right? So a lot of people got to go into debt just to go. And so if you're gonna go, you gotta make sure you make the most of it so you can pay all that shit back. But student loan debt is crazy. That's why they had the all that talk about student loan forgiveness a while ago. I'm kind of tripped on that mustache comment though, because it's funny. I was thinking about like shaving the mustache down a little bit, and I was like, nah, it's like that perfect thickness. I was like, I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. Woo! I don't get Biden. Why the F you want to be president and you're 80? All that pressure and keeping the USA intact. Dude, think about it though. Think about it. Oh, hold up. We're not doing that. All right, hold up. What the fuck was I talking about? Mm. You got to think about it. You got one life to live on this planet Earth. And you can etch your name in the history books forever. Look, it don't matter if you're a good president. It doesn't matter if you're a bad president. You're the fucking president of the most powerful country in the world. And I truly believe that most politicians, I think to be a politician in the first place, you got to have some type of ego disorder. It's got to be something in your head. It's got to, to even want to be a politician in the first place, especially now. I think you got to have a certain amount of ego. And I think a lot of people they wouldn't pass it up just for the sake of being able to say, "Look, goddamn it, I was president of the United States." So I would never put it on anybody to just say, I'm too old, I can't do it. If you get the opportunity, you're definitely going to take it, especially if you're a career politician like Joe Biden. He's been in the game for a long time. It ain't like he was in a nursing home and just rolled himself out and was like, well, here I go. He's been doing this shit for a while. So why wouldn't you take it? But I do think that he's very much a puppet president that's been propped up because he was just in the best position to potentially defeat Donald Trump because, you know, he was vice president when Obama was president. So I'm a political analyst now. College is a scam. Nova. Unless you want to be a doctor or some shit, it's useless. It's doctor or some shit, or unless it's free. If you go to college, you better know what the fuck you go there for. You better know exactly what you're going there for. I'm telling you. Don't go there. Don't go there. Well, look. I say this, but I think I wouldn't say it's a regret, but I always figure if I would have went to college, I think I would have lost my virginity there. I feel like if I would have went to college, I would have got some pussy. No regrets, but I can't think of a better place to get laid than college. You know, it's it's like it just seems like a breeding ground for fucking. And because it's like this perfect in between stage, right? Where you're no longer under the rule and thumb of your parents, right? You're getting to the point where you're probably legally an adult, but you don't really have the extent of legally adult responsibilities. You know, most people going to college, they don't go into college with a job and car insurance and all this other shit, right? So you're young and you don't have a lot of responsibilities, but you're also an adult. And you're around a lot of other people who are in the same situation, right? And I think also as a guy, it's like women don't really have an accurate measure of your potential yet. It's like you're going to college to be something, to be this or to be that, but there's no guarantee that you're going to be this or be that, but you're there, right? So it's like you look at me at my age, I'm 31. So a girl will look at me and say, you 31, you ain't doing shit, right? But if I'm 21 and in college, I might still not do shit. But right, I'm in that zone where I'm in the zone where it's up in the air, right? So I don't have that same level of expectation. I'm just a young, handsome, I'm just a young, handsome, charismatic man with all the potential in the world, surrounded by the exact same thing or the feminine counterpart. God damn, man. Then on top of that, I think statistics show that women go to college a lot more than men. And so, again, not like I ever stepped foot on a campus, but I would imagine that the ratio between men and women probably more women than men. And so that right there gives you another advantage. Man, oh God. No regrets, but damn, that would have been fun. That would have been a lot of fun. They're the same bullshit in my opinion. It's whatever. My brother is retarded and wants to go in debt to study law and become a cop. I mean, look, that's a respectable path. That's a respectable path for sure. So I wouldn't look. I wouldn't put him down for that. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Right? To study law and to be that's cool. Look, come on, June. What are you doing? You should encourage him. You should encourage him. If he seems committed to it, right? Because I think maybe it's a bit different, but if somebody said I'm gonna go to college to be a lawyer, right? That's one thing. But if you're gonna study law to be like that's not really that doesn't seem as difficult. I'm just saying that seems like a straightforward path that he should be capable of accomplishing. Encourage him. Damn. What are you doing, June? You can have a brother who's a cop. College is a good way to meet people, to be fair. Yes, absolutely. It's the only time in life where you can be around so many women that you can date. So yeah, it's a special time. I had fun fucking them hoes. I know you did. I know you did. God damn. Yeah. God, man. I would have been the belle of the ball. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm an isolated Casanova. I'm a tranny, so it don't matter. Oh, please. Please. We live in very liberal times. You'll do excellently, I'm sure. Naki, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I've been here, and I kind of forgot who everybody is. I haven't checked the comments in a while either. I'm going to check the comments after I get off stream too. I'm doing a quick comment check as well, but it's good seeing everybody here. It's good seeing all the good righteous people. I came on his Blue Lives Matter flag. June. I'm gonna choose not to interpret that the way I think you meant it, but redo win the Eggy collab. You know, I just emailed him a few months back. He's very accessible, humble, despite his success. Oh, I'm saying it like he's an A-list celebrity or something. But to me, right, I consider him to be one of the OGs of what I'm trying to do, right? And but yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what? Because I'm hard at work on Robot Music 9003 right now, and I really am. I just finished a track last night actually, but I'm going to try my best to get him on this one for sure because I'm right in the middle of it. I got time to get him in on the track, but it's got to be the right track. You know, I don't want him on just whatever. So as I'm working, I'll try to figure out where I can. But I know you're right. I got to get him on this one. I got to at least get him on one track for this one. But I'm right in the middle of it. I just finished a track last night. There's a track on Patreon. Make sure you go subscribe to the Patreon. There's an early release track up there. You know, I'm going to release a single soon too, though. I'm going to release the first single from the new Robot Music album. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. Ooh. I've been thinking of going to trade school or university, but I don't know. Typical wisdom would say you want to go to trade, you know, but I'm not the advice guy. I don't know shit about living responsibly. Here I am jobless, right? So I'm just saying, you gotta, when you go to a legitimate 4-year college, you gotta be serious about that shit, because you don't want, man, you don't want like that debt following you, man. I remember there was I was watching Coach Greg Adams, one of his live streams, and he was talking about he was doing like this segment where he was talking about this lady who was talking about her relationship. And basically, long story short, she had like I think like $70,000 in student loan debt, and she was with a guy about to marry him who had no debt. And so you look at the frame of that relationship. You have this situation where you have basically what you basically what you have is this situation where it's like, now imagine you're that woman bringing that type of baggage to a relationship, or right, like that. You gotta kind of think about that shit, because if she marries that man, her debt becomes his debt essentially. And so just, if you're gonna do it, you gotta know what the hell you're doing, and you better know that it's gonna be job availability and that you're gonna be able to pay off your debt. That's the main thing. But you gotta definitely take that shit really seriously. Like, it ain't nothing to play with. You don't want to be in thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. And the reason why a lot of people recommend trade school is because it's, from what I hear, again, I'm Mr. Jobless, is that it's a better guarantee, because I don't think it's like as expensive, and or I don't know how much it costs, but that's typically what people recommend. It, like, that's the safer route, right? Where you're not going to go into debt, and then you got a clearer route towards a job or a career, right? Red, I don't remember you, but welcome. It's good to see the gang all here. I live in Florida, bro. LMFAO. I'm on like 3 different substances right now. List all 3 substances for the chat. God, no, put me on the track. I got you. I got you for sure. I'm gonna need you to dig in your depression bag for this one, though. I'm gonna need you to dig into your depression bag for this one. Robot music. The robot music albums are fucking depressing, man. It's sad. It's all about unrequited love, mental illness, loneliness. Oh, man. But I got a single coming out. Make sure you guys check it out. I got a single coming out very soon, very soon. Chad, are you looking forward to AI Girlfriends? We're going to have video chat with voice soon. The technology is getting crazy. You know what's funny? I'm writing a song right now about AI girlfriends. And so to get some inspiration, I was just about to, dive into that world a bit so I could get a better idea. Do I got the lyrics? Because I was writing some shit the other night. Just going, hold on, let me see. What the hell was it? It probably stupid as hell. I was just writing. Let me see. Uh, what the hell? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I better not. Yeah, I better not. I'm very self conscious about the music I make. I'm very self. I heard Tyler the Creator likes to record by himself in the studio, and I feel the same way. I don't like anybody to hear like an unfinished. I saw that. I don't want anybody to hear like an unfinished product or anything like that, man. I'm very particular about that shit, and I have to, because it's been times where I get a vision for a song, I get an idea, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I make the beat, I record it. I'm like, ugh. Like, it ain't coming out the way I want. And then when I start working on it, it turns into what I saw. But that's why I'm the way that I am. I don't like giving shit out early, because I never feel good about a song until like I'm probably like 75% done with it. Mm, I'm looking for it. But yes, I'm going to be diving into the world of AI girlfriends very soon, very soon. But actually, you know what? That's cool. That's cool shit. But I've actually been thinking about it more in the context of video games, cause like just recently, right? I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the last game I really played, and there was, you know how in Grand Theft Auto 5 you got the NPCs and the different dialogue that they say. What's that dumb shit that guy says? Struggling pain, evil saints in my brain. That's my favorite one. But like in games like Grand Theft Auto, you got NPCs that say that have like lines of dialogue. But you play it enough times and you hear the same shit over and over again, right? Like if you go back and play San Andreas, you'll hear like the same dialogue that you heard the first time you play it. Now imagine what you could do with like AI with video games, with NPCs and shit. How like as far as like dialogue and conversations, they could come up with new dialogue that you never heard before in a new play. Right now, maybe I'm going a bit too far, but just imagine the possibilities of AI in video games as far as making the world more realistic. Even going back to a game like the Elder Scrolls, Morrowind. Like I always think back to, I love Morrowind, but the dialogue options, as far as like you interacting with NPCs, terrible, very bad. But imagine AI, right? Where you got the type of conversations you could have with like a NPC that is powered by AI, and you can have like a whole conversation within that. But then, I guess the difficulty of that was that would be like, their conversation or dialogue would have to be limited to the world that they're in, right? So if you start talking about the NBA, but you're playing Skyrim, they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Right? But again, just think about, that's what I've been really thinking about, is what you could do with AI and video games as far as making the NPCs more realistic, more dynamic, making the world more living, more breathing, more exciting, more amazing. Oh God, imagine the video game addiction is going to be out of this world. AI is going to be very problematic. AI is going to be probably as bad as the internet. The internet, I love it, but it's the hot, it's the cold, it's the good, it's the bad, it's the good, it's the evil, right? AI is going to be like that. It's going to make porn too much. It's going to make video games too much. Niggas going to be addicted. It's going to be fucked up. But I welcome it. I welcome rapture. What were we talking about? Weed D. Oh wait, hold up. Eggy is working on a new EP too. I'll let him know you want to link up for a track. Let him know. Oh, we can do like I get on his, he gets on mine. Oh shit. Right. Oh God. Oh, let me fill this shit up again. DX. Oh shit. There's a channel called Wrestle Bios, and he's documenting the ratings war between WCW and WWE from beginning to end, and I've been watching the hell out of it. And I just got to the part where Shawn Michaels and Triple H formed DX. But the crazy thing about it, Shawn Michaels had an early retirement because of his back injury. That's some crazy shit. Chad Marco, who are your favorite rappers? Bone Thugs and Harmony. What happened to Crazy Bone? I heard he was down bad, but I hope he has a speedy recovery. But Bone Thugs, Easy E, Bone Thugs, Easy E, Chad Marco, in that order, right? Um, favorite rappers, favorite rappers, favorite rappers, favorite rappers, favorite rappers, favorite rappers. Migos, Migos, for sure. Mm-mm-mm. And really, the thing is, I always say this: I don't listen to like a lot of like new rap. Like that's the thing about it. I listen to like a wide variety of shit, like just random ass music, like video game music. I might listen to like the rock station or something. I'm all over the place. I'm not like a dedicated hip hop head. That's why it's hard for me to say like who my favorite rapper is because like I haven't really dug in like deep into a rapper's discography since like Bone Thugs or shit or Migos or something like that. That's just and my thing is part of it is because I don't want other rappers' style to rub off on me, and that's part of the reason why I don't listen to a lot of different rap. Why I try to stay focused on other genres, because I know like when I first started rapping, I had a bad habit of sort of subconsciously imitating other rappers. Like especially early on, I think Wiz, because I was a big Wiz Khalifa fan, and that rubbed off on me a lot. And it took me a while to really find my own voice as a rapper, and that's one of the things about it. To be honest, it's kind of an ego thing because when I make something, I want to be able to say that I made it because it came out of my own mind, not because I heard something and was like, right? Because it's hard not to get influenced by other artists when you hear something because it's natural for me when I'm lit like just the other day I was listening to Bad and Bougie in the gym, and I was listening to the way Lil Uzi Vert do his ad libs, and I was like, how did he had one on the left and it switched to the right like. And so I start thinking about it. It's nothing. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but that's one of the reasons why I don't really dig deep into other artists' discography because I'm trying to dig deep into this and figure out what I can pull out of my own mind, and I don't want to be overly influenced by other things. That's why I mostly listen to other genres and shit like that. But forever, Bone Thugs. That's for sure. Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. God damn. We, DXM, Ket, and Adderall. Hmm. You might want to slow down a little bit. you might you might want to slow down a little bit. It sounds like you mixing too much shit together. I mean, look, maybe you know your body better than I do. And I was always a lightweight. I never smoked a lot of weed anyway. So, I feel you. Um, but that's like what 3, 4 different things. Come on now, super chat. Hey, I wish I had a soundboard for Anganter right now. I would. Maybe I got something. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me get let me get my soundboard up real quick. Let me get my soundboard. Okay. Chain 2. Hold on. Okay, that's the soundboard. Okay. All right. I got the soundboard. Give me 1 second. I gotta get something for Ann Ganter here. Hold up.
There are more inside.
We're flying right over the Sunset Bridge.
Help! Help! Help me! Help me! Help!
Help!
Help! Help!
What's wrong with this city? What's wrong with this city? My son!
That's not right.
Thank you for saving my life.
There you go.
Thank you for saving my life.
Ann Ganter.
Thank you for saving my life.
That was close.
Yes, I needed that.
Thanks, I owe you. Thanks, I owe you. Thanks, I owe you.
That was perfect. Hold up. One goddamn second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Just so. Oh God, I need this. Where the hell did I put that shit at? Thank you for saving me. Oh man, I don't care. I gotta find it now. I'm obsessed. Where did I put that shit at? Is that it? Yes, that is.
Why can't any... Got a gun! Eat this! Food! Yeah! Drop dead! Drop dead!
All right, that was not for you, but I just wanted to find the Vegeta.
Drop dead! Beat it, punk! Beat it, punk!
Okay. Oh God, that was so worth it. Thanks, Vegeta. I got Vegeta on the show. Okay, so what were we talking about? Bro, AI dialogue is piss easy. We're going to have AI generated video games that are better made than GTA 5 in like 5 years. You ain't seen nothing with AI. And you know what? You're absolutely right. You know? But do you think they're going to, allow public access to that level of AI technology? Because you look at the Bing image creator, and I made a video about that. I still been using it here and there. But you notice that they put all these filters and limiters on it. Once people figured out how to get it working, like it came out with censorship and filters and shit. But, people found a way around that to make offensive material. And then they just doubled down on the filters and censorship. Now it's even harder to do even basic shit. Like I put in a prompt that said something like sad black man, like sad black man in a grocery store. And then I got hit with like the inappropriate prompt message or some shit like. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And so what I'm saying is, and you see them already trying to enact these laws. I forgot exactly what the laws say, but basically, having some sort of control over AI and the AI technology. Maybe I can look it up real quick because that's really what my concern is. I feel like the governments around the world are going to try to get in the way of the average person being able to have fun with it or make use of it the way we really want to. What was it? AI bill. AI bill. What was it? Let me see. AI government policy. All right, so it says, and this was on October 30th. I'm not going to read all of it, but basically, in a nutshell, it says executive order on the safe, secure, and trustworthy development and use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence holds extraordinary potential for both promise and peril. Responsible AI use has the potential to help solve urgent challenges while making our world more prosperous, productive, innovative, and secure. At the same time, irresponsible use could exacerbate societal harms such as fraud, discrimination, bias, and disinformation, displace and empower workers, stifle competition, and pose risk to national security. Harnessing AI for good and realizing its myriad benefits requires mitigating its substantial risk. This endeavor demands a society-wide effort that includes government, the private sector, academia, and civil society. And so that sounds nice on the surface, but you know how government tyranny works in the modern era. You create the problem, you create the solution, you control the people. That's how it works now. And so my concern is just that they are going to go overboard with trying to control AI and our access to it, just to keep people from being able to do what they want. And then they'll use it, they'll do that under the guise of like protecting people and shit like that. That's what I worry about. But yeah, look, I would love to put in a prompt and have an AI generated video game. I'm with you. I want that. Black Cell Neat. Chad looking drippy. I know. It's all about working out, baby. That's how I keep my boyish good looks. Chad, do you not have any ventilation in your room? How do you even breathe? That's a good question. That's a good ass question. Oh, but there's a vent. There's a vent there though. I do have ventilation. I do have just no windows, but I do have it. Oh, 20 viewers and Chad, you got to bust out the T-Pain dance. Oh, lucky for me, it went down to 9. Oh, I do it anyway though. You talking? You talking about? Uh, uh, Oh man, that was a favorite back in the day. Oh, now you got me into it. Hold up, hold up, cause I ain't. Dude, I can't do it. I ain't got the sauce, bro. I ain't got the sauce. He got to bust a freestyle. I do not. I don't freestyle anymore, bro. I don't freestyle anymore. Fuck that. I had to recognize that was not my forte. Some people are really good at it. I'm not. I'm not one of those guys, man. I'm a singer songwriter. Period. I do my best work with the pen and pad. Shots to the Double Glock is an incredible song. Bone Thugs have some real bangers. We got a fan. We got a fan. Nah, absolutely right. They got a fantastic discography. Fantastic. I was so disappointed when they went on the verses against 3 6 Mafia, and oh my god, bruh. They got cooked. I ain't even gonna lie. They got like 3 6 Mafia cooked them boys, man. I love Bone Thugs, but 3 6 cooked them. Three Six just had too many hits and just too many collaborations, and they did a much better job staying relevant throughout the years. But I still think Bone Thugs could have made it a draw if they would have stuck more to like some of their lesser known but hardcore songs, like "Down for My Thing." I'm telling you, like, come on, bro. Just if you ain't got the hits, you got to at least come hard, and they got plenty of hard songs. AI is pussy shit. Real art will always prevail over robotic bullshit without emotion. Are you sure about that, June? You might be right. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm just saying that it's definitely gonna have an effect. How much of an effect remains to be seen. That's the thing about it. But it's definitely gonna have an effect for sure. Like, and I think like somebody else has said, it's going to have a big effect on like lower level commissions. For instance, right? Like, I have a folder full of like potential album covers for Robot Music 9003, AI generated. They look dope, right? And before that, I was thinking maybe I should just pay somebody $50, $60 to draw me up an album cover real quick. I ain't got to do that no more. And so what I'm saying is like on like a lower level, like you could use like AI to create just maybe like minor simple art for different projects and shit like that without having to like commission anybody. Because whenever you go to a website, any little cartoon or picture or something that you see, somebody had to draw that, right? And I think what AI is going to do is like that's one of the first industries that is going to have a big effect on is like low level art commission, because instead of paying somebody $20, $30, $40 to do this or that, you can just get the AI generator to do it. Or think of something like the Dojin translations, right? You got people who get paid to translate Dojins, hentai porn and shit like that. They have an image, like they have a image translator now where you can load up a Dojin page and it translates it for you. Now, of course, the translation is rough, but imagine though when it gets better, when you get a near perfect translation, and you no longer have to pay these groups to translate your Japanese fuck tunes. That's just a small example of the potential that it has, and we're still in the early stages of this. AI right now, you could say is like is it really in its early stages? It's like a toddler right now. What happens when it's a grown fat ass adult in his mom's basement? I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun. Bill Duke, favorite scene from Predator. I know what you're talking about. I don't know shit about music. I just play banjo. I've mixed worse. Trust me, nigga. Oh, I see. Yeah, look, man. Look, look, June. Slow down for me. Cause the thing about drug addiction, and I don't mean to be Mr. Boring, Mr. Moral here, but oftentimes it starts small. I'm just fucking around with a little bit of weed. I'm just fucking around with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And before you know it, in your mid-20s, in your early 30s, you got a habit that you just can't kick. I'm just saying, be careful. Do the drugs. Don't let the drugs. Don't let the drugs do you. I always say this. I think the main reason why I never became a proper stoner was because once I started smoking, like I got a taste of that good dope, and I really loved it. I enjoyed it, but then like I got isolated because one of my friends went off to college. Another friend went off to another part of the city. Like I was very isolated for a while. And so I didn't have easy access to marijuana anymore. And so that kind of got me used to being sober. And then when other people would come around, like, cause they were still smoking like crazy, and then they would come around and their tolerance was like super high. and my tolerance was like super low, so I could never keep up with him. But I always felt like that was one of the main reasons why I never really became a stoner, was because I had that gap. Like I found weed, I loved it, and then I didn't have it anymore. And I got used to being sober after tasting that sweet nectar, you know. And after that, it was like I could never keep up. I could never keep up with the homies because they were blowing it down. They were blowing it down. You should check out AI generated music. They can help you make better beats, even in your style. AI Drake is really good. Check out Winter's Cold or Heart on My Sleeve. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. You know, I was just talking shit about what June said about AI art, and I'm like, it's gonna take over. But then when you mention AI music, I'm like, internally, I'm triggered. Internally, I'm triggered. Like, but I want to make the music. I want to do the hi hats. But I'll definitely check it out. You know, you don't want to get left behind. That's the thing. You don't want to get. Don't be stubborn. Don't be too stubborn. You know, because I could use that shit and crank out more beats and whatever. And then, so why not? I definitely would though. I'm like, fuck it. You know, you gonna get with it or you gonna get lost. You gonna get with it or get lost. I'm just saying. So I'll definitely check it out. What you're saying applies to producing as well. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, yeah. You know, people buy beats. But then what happens when you get the AI, the FL Studio AI generator beat maker or whatever, and then you can make beats like 5, 10 beats or however many beats in a day, right? It is what it is, man. But you know, there was a guy who was talking about this, and I think he made a great point. And even though AI is going to have an impact on all these different industries, the one thing that AI cannot do, the one thing it cannot replace, as far as we know, the one element of artistry that it can't replace is the leadership and the influence element. And what he was saying was that, you know, artists aren't just creators. Artists are trendsetters. They're looked at as examples of something to be. It's not just about the music you make, it's your personality, it's your character. It's kind of like when you look at gangster rap, you know, it's not enough to just make gangster rap music. What's your background? Were you really killing niggas in them streets? Were you really kicking down doors and selling that selling that crack on the block? Right now, that's not the best example because those people are degenerate criminals. But it's an example of the element of artistry that can't really be replaced by music. You can't really look at AI as a figure of, oh, I look up to this AI generated song. Oh, you can't, right? You can't really, you can enjoy it, you can utilize it, but it doesn't serve the role as the leadership, as a leader or something to aim for as from your perspective as the human being. You know, you look at somebody like Wiz Khalifa when he came out. You know, he made it cool to be the stoner laid back guy with Chuck Taylors and cargo shorts. Like he influenced people not just musically, but in his lifestyle. You know, he made people want to smoke more. He made people want to dress a certain way. You could attribute stuff like that. Again, NWA. You know, they made people want to be gangster. They made people want to be in them streets. Chief Keef, whatever. But that's an element of being an artist that AI can't really replace. People are always gonna want that leadership figure. They're always gonna want that icon, and that's something that AI just can't give you, you know. And I think that's gonna always be one part of being an artist that's going to allow um people to still flourish, because people are still gonna look for that that person to look up to, that influence, his lifestyle, his belief system, his ups, his downs. AI can't give you that. AI can't give you that. Oh man. Or I'm coping like a motherfucker. But seriously though, I noticed even with my music, I got way more traction when I started rapping about shit that I really been through. That Feel with No Girlfriend, Life is Neat, that was the turning point, right? Because it wasn't just me making generic rap trap songs. Now it was, oh, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm a virgin. I'm a neat. I'm this, I'm that. And here's this guy who's just like me, but he's making dope songs. And he has $100 million smile, right? And that's something that, the artist has over AI. Because people aren't going to look at AI like that. That was long-winded explanation, but I had to break that down. Look, we can shit on drawing artists in here all we want, but don't get me scared about the AI making beats and shit. Oh man. I just peeped that Red Comet beat on SoundCloud. That shit was hard as fuck. I know. I know. I was sitting here like, oh shit, I got one. I haven't been putting out a lot of beats this year because I've been saving most of them just in case I'm gonna put it on the robot music album, and I don't want the beats to already be out like I typically do. Like some of them already out, but I want to keep more beats under wraps this time so that when you hear the song, you're hearing the beat and the song for the first time, right? But yeah, Red man, the reason why Red Comet came out because that's definitely more of like the drill music, or Super Saiyan Kush type beat, for some like hype anime song or something. Doing some homework, hitting the CBD weed, and hitting periodic sets of overhead press and pull-ups while listening. My guy, I love that. You gotta multitask the best way you can. It's so many distractions. One thing I'll do is like if I'm going for a long walk, I might have like a podcast, like playing, or like instead of just sitting in my room listening to the podcast, I'll walk and listen to it or something like that. Just you got to make the most of your time because it's so much shit. It's so many distractions. So how can you enjoy the things you want to and listen to all? Everybody got a podcast now. Listen to all the podcasts and the audio books, and you gotta play your video games. You gotta watch anime and all that shit. How do you get it all in? In fact, I remember when I first started working out. I would watch anime while I was working out. I remember that. That's how I got into working out. I'd be watching anime and curling at the same time. And now I still kind of do that. But yeah, that was basically like, man, I remember I get up like 6 in the morning, put on Evangelion or Gurren Lagann or something, and get my little 20-pound dumbbells, and I'll be curling and watching. Make the most of your time. Rest in peace, Friender. Friender. Oh man, I miss Friender like a motherfucker. I swear that was the worst time of my life. To this day, worst thing that ever happened to me. I swear, dude. And I told my mom that. She was like, really? I was like, yeah. Like, I'm telling you, I've been through some shit, but nothing hits like the loss of a loved one. You don't get that back. Terrible. I love that dog to death. I still got his picture up there. Oh man. I still got his little duck toy right there hanging up. Right? Right there. Gone but never forgotten. I grew up on Bone, Tupac, and Cypress. I like Cypress Hill as well. The what was it, Black Sunday? The Black Sunday album. Ooh, my God. Never been a big Tupac fan, actually. But Tupac is another example of what I'm talking about, though. Like, not the value of an artist, not just for the music or what they create, but for their personality, their behaviors, their lifestyle and character. Tupac is the perfect example of that. The music was great, but even when you look at the music, right? What do people always talk about? His work ethic, how much music he got done in a short amount of time. That's something you can look at and say, wow, that's something I need to incorporate into my own way of being an artist, right? Get my work ethic right, make more music or doing more shit. Again, you're not gonna get that from AI. The AI just sitting there churning out 100 beats an hour. You can't do that, right? So Tupac, perfect example of that though, of someone a larger than life character, even more so than an artist. Hey Chad, hey Mega Dunspars. I'm 37 and smoke every day. This is true. Smoke weed every day. Big hit. Welcome to the stream. AI is still primitive. Most AI generated stuff is copy pasted with SFW filters. I doubt it will have a big impact on music. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But it is definitely in its early stages. Like, they still ain't got the fingers right. Like, I love the Bing AI image generator, but why they can't get the fingers be coming out looking like this? Right? They'll have like 7 fingers and shit, or 4. It can do everything but get the fingers right. So yeah, we still early on into it. We still early on into it, but the sky's the limit, man. I'm just saying, look at cell phones. Look at cell phones. Look how we went. Remember the big brick cell phone, then the flip phone, and now look where we are. I feel like the AI we're looking at now is probably like the brick cell phone, or at least the flip phone. But we'll see. That's only time would tell how much we're going to be able to utilize AI technology for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a thought. I've downloaded some AI voice companion mods, and they're on par, if not just as good as the official companions. Cool. God damn. Hold up. What are you talking about? Companion. Wait, are you talking about Skyrim? The companion. Wait, hold up. Or video game? What are you talking about? The companion mods. Like, break that down for me, Kimo Sabi, because I'm thinking about Skyrim. Has 4, but Temple of Boom is my favorite. Are you talking about Cypress Hill albums? Chad, have you used Characters AI? Characters AI. I think I did one time. You're talking about the AI that's built around a particular character. I used it for like 5 minutes. I think it was some like female anime character, and I asked if she would suck my dick, and she got really mad. And I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Of course, I would go in just in the most offensive way possible, but I just needed to know. Now I was like, "Okay, I got you." But I definitely got to do more of a deep dive in on that. Okay, yeah, Skyrim and Fallout companions. I was like, wait, companion? What are you talking about? I thought maybe you were talking about like a real life companion. Not real life, but like an internet program companion or something. And I was like, maybe he's talking about Skyrim or some shit. I've downloaded. their own part, if not, just as good. Oh, okay. Classic WoW has an add-on that uses AI to voice all the NPCs from dwarves to orcs, etc. It's really good. See, I love hearing shit like that. I'm definitely excited about it in terms of the porn, but you know, I like video game shit too, so that's cool as well. Oh man, I didn't even plan on being here this long. I just wanted to hop on for like an hour just to, let myself be seen. Um, but I'll probably be coming on again very soon. Very soon. We had a great night. I'm glad everybody showed up. Thank you, and Ganter, for the super chat. I'm definitely going to spend it on wise, righteous things. Oh man. But thank you guys so much for showing up. Again, I'll probably be streaming again. Like, I'm gonna try to do these just chilling out, chatting live streams more often. So expect to see me again very soon. But I actually got some shit to do tonight. So I will see you guys later. Johnny.